Despite the fact that it is designed to withstand temperatures down to -20 degrees, I am now boiling hot, and I think I can't give her bath salts again, or soaps. It's got to the stage where it looks like I'm making a point about personal hygiene, and she doesn't read books, and she doesn't listen to music, and she has no hobbies except collecting cats, so off I return to the China animal concession, sweating lightly, forcing a smile that probably looks more like a death Richter's. £200. £200. The financial markets are falling apart. Sam keeps muttering darkly that our mortgage is about to do something terrible. I'm wearing frankly shabby underwear that I'd like to replace, and I've just spent £200 on a China cat that looks like it came via a full-page ad in a Sunday supplement. Pretty Lady Pussycat needs a home. Look at her pleading eyes and feel your heart give way. Fashioned from the finest porcelain by skilled craftsmen, Lady Pussycat will be your cherished friend. It gives me a lurch in my stomach to think of the cost, on top of which I'm now paranoid about dropping Lady Pussycat. I'm going to tell Pat, my mother-in-law, that this is what it's called. I know exactly what she'll say. "Oh, isn't that grand, Lady Pussycat? What a beautiful name. Isn't that grand?" Pat likes to sandwich normal speech between two expressions. The thought of it makes me smile to myself with a mixture of love and irritation. This is more than I spend on my own mother, I note, as I hand over my credit card. Well, more than I initially spend on my own mother. But at least Pat will be really pleased with the cat. She'll appreciate it and say thank you nicely and put it on her special cat shelf, and possibly get a little piece of card and write Lady Pussycat on it in her best handwriting and place it reverently underneath. The problem with Kate, my esteemed mamma, isn't that she's on the list of people I can't be bothered to buy presents for until the last minute, and neither, is she a person that I forget exists. The problem with Kate is that she has all the stuff she could conceivably want. She's on a list of her own called People Who Have Everything. Mind you, she doesn't have a Lady Pussycat. Now there's a thought. Maybe I could mix things up a bit and get her a Lord Puppy. There is nothing I can buy her, though obviously I'm going to have to buy her something. The thing is, you wouldn't think it from this rant, even though it's true, I really love giving people presents. It gives me pleasure. I put a lot of thought into it. I start early, even if I do finish on the 23rd, and I've yet in my life to give Kate something that provokes the kind of reaction I'm after, the gasp of delight, the genuine grin of pleasure that makes you think the whole flipping Christmas faff is worth it. She liked a clay ashtray I made at school when I was 6. She still has it on her desk, all beaten up and manky and poignant in about 10 different ways. It's nice that she's kept it, but I haven't been able to match that present in the intervening 34 years. What happens with Kate is I throw money at the problem. I think if it costs enough, she'll like it. This is a fatally stupid approach. It doesn't work, and all that happens is that when she glances at her present, murmurs her thanks, and then leaves it behind, I feel incensed and want to run after her, telling her how much it cost. I did this once, to my shame. I'd bought her this amazing, hand-stitched sequined stole. Beautiful. Dull gold, proper sequins, not brash plasticky ones. It cost a fortune. I was still paying for it months later. In fact, if I remember correctly, there was an unpleasant episode with a red bill that I'd shoved in a drawer to make it magic itself away. She unwrapped the stole and said, "How sweet," and then she put it on the sofa next to her, never to be glanced at again. I couldn't help myself. I said, "It's by this amazing new designer. I had it commissioned for you. It cost," and I told her what it had cost. Kate put down her glass of champagne, closed her eyes as though in an agony of pain, and said, "Clara, I beg you, please don't be vulgar." I said I knew it was quite vulgar, but that I hoped she liked it because I'd had it made especially, and, "Don't, darling, and you shouldn't spend that sort of money on me. I'm a simple person. I'd have been just as happy with a candle." "A candle? What do you mean, a candle? Like a scented candle? A beeswax candle? A beeswax candle? Don't repeat everything I say, Clara. It makes you sound dim. But I'm just checking. That's